We are all, more or less, confronted with some form of adversity. This is simply part of life, be it illness, heartbreak, loss of job, financial problems, or loss of loved ones. When such things happen, we are stressed, desperate, or depressed. If there is one thing the Stoics knew, it is how to cope with adversity. What follows now are 5 Stoic strategies to better deal with adversity. First, don't take it personally and take advantage of adversity. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Don't be disturbed, uncomplicate yourself. Someone has done wrong to himself. Something happens to you? Good. It was meant for you by nature, woven into the pattern from the beginning. Life is short. That's all there is to say. Get what you can from the present, thoughtfully, justly, unrestrained moderation." When adversity befalls us, we should remember that it's not personal. Things develop from a countless series of causes and effects. For example, if a person is unkind to us or insults us, one reason may be that she's going through a difficult time and she cannot handle her current situation any better. We were just at that time the object on which she took out her frustration. It could have hit another person just as well. Obstacles and adversities, however, can occasionally frustrate or discourage us, but they can equally become an instrument for our philosophical exercise. Such instances provide us with opportunities to exercise patience, courage, goodness, kindness, or wisdom. Adversity helps us increase our resilience. If we do not let setbacks and adversities overwhelm us, they can make us better and stronger. We should ask ourselves, who would we be if life were always pleasant? How smart or resilient might we be if we never had to try hard or push through? How strong would we be if we never faced difficulties? Second, change your perceptions. Epictetus said, "It isn't the things themselves that disturb people, but the judgments that they form about them." The Stoics believed that events that happen to us in life are neither good nor bad. Rather, it is our judgments and our perceptions of these events that make us feel bad and make it difficult to deal with them well and wisely. Many of us believe that we are unhappy and dissatisfied because of our circumstances. We imagine how much happier we would be if we could only find ourselves in a more pleasant situation. The problem with this is that we can't completely control our current situation, be it a job loss, an illness, or a divorce. What we can control, however, is how we react to those situations. In other words, what judgments we make about these situations and what actions we take as a result. The solution lies within us. Third, focus on what you can control. Epictetus said, "Some things are within our power, while others are not. Within our power, our opinion, motivation, desire, aversion, and in the world, whatever is of our own doing. Not within our power are our body, our property, reputation, office, and in a word, whatever is not of our own doing." No matter what challenges we are currently facing or how desperate we are, we should always make a distinction: what is under our control and what is not. This will save us a lot of energy, time, and worry, and we can focus on what is within our power and what we can actually change. We can then examine what appropriate actions we can take and act accordingly. When we face obstacles, challenges, and adversity, we should make it a habit to ask, what is within my control? We should realize that we have no direct control over other people, economic developments, political decisions, our health, etc. What is directly in our control are our opinions, judgments, and actions, and how we react to external circumstances. Fourth, accept the truth. Marcus Aurelius wrote, If anyone can refute me, show me I'm making a mistake or looking at things from the wrong perspective, I'll gladly change. It's the truth I'm after, and the truth never harmed anyone. What harms us is to persist in self-deceit and ignorance. When adversity befalls us, we may be confronted with the uncomfortable truth. It may be that we have made mistakes and wrong decisions, that we were wrong about something, that we did not behave correctly, that we did not have the necessary skills, that we had a wrong view. It is not easy and requires a certain amount of courage to face and accept these truths. If we do not do this, we deceive ourselves and we will always repeat the same mistakes. In such a case, it is better to face the truth, accept it, and learn from it. If we never admit that we can't handle money, we will always get into financial problems and have financial worries, and we will not be able to work on it. The same is true, for example, of poor communication skills, tendency to perfectionism, or trust issues with other people. We should, like Marcus, be humble enough and put our ego aside to admit that we were wrong or misbehaved and be willing to change or work on ourselves to become a better person. Fifth, do the right thing. Marcus wrote, "No matter what anyone says or does, my task is to be good, like gold or emerald or purple, repeating to itself. No matter what anyone says or does, my task is to be emerald, my color undiminished." Still doing the right thing despite adversity? That is not easy. It's not easy to face your fears when things are not going well in life. It's easier to distract yourself. It's not easy to address a problem directly. It's easier to remain passive or make up a little lie to avoid an argument. It is not easy to move on and come out stronger when we are down. It is easier to remain inactive. But we are the only ones who can take control of our lives and take responsibility for ourselves, and to act right even when we face adversity. We should act good and right because it is the right thing to do, not because we hope to get something in return from someone. We should be fair because fairness is good, not because we won't be treated fairly in return. Goodness is its own reward. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel, and more importantly, share the video with someone who can benefit from this content. Thank you and stay inspired.